Hi, everybody. We'll leave that one on. Got our Let Him Breathe t-shirt on. Thanks to our friend, Mr. Steve. Welcome to Kastor's Corner, Toy of the Day here on YouTube. My name's Khalil. I'm your host at castorscorner.com. Really having fun lately, doing a lot of work, even though it's overwhelming sometimes. Did some really fun podcasts this week. One with Bill, one with Blaine from Blainer Things. We got Jesse and DJ one coming up, and I don't know if you've heard this week's, which was with Dan from Action Figure Insider, which was personal just highlight of my toy career, is being able to sit down and actually interview him and talk to him about toys and stuff. So go check those out. It's on Apple Podcasts, and remember to follow us on our social media. So now that all that's out of the way, we decided to let him breathe, and we opened up this guy, Silver Surfer. Came with a nice background. Kind of goes along with, I don't have Thanos' background at the moment, but goes along with that King Thanos storyline, I guess. I'm kind of out of comics, but one of the things I was fascinated by was the fact that by buying this and having the Cosmic Ghost Rider and having the King Thanos head from the new Thanos figure really build out a really complex Marvel universe within our Marvel Legends. And I think that that's fun. I know that when we start to get into these kind of nitpicky versions or variant versions of characters where they're not the classic ones, it starts to lose fans in some ways, because I know some people are like, I don't need this Silver Surfer. Because, I mean, I think it's a thinner body than the first release. The first release was a little chunkier, a little bit bigger. He's a little sleeker. He's a little smoother. I might even get one of these to repaint. I do actually miss the old stands. I might have to dig one out for him because it looks better with the peg in the back than the grip around the waist that I was using for the photos in the gallery on the website, castorscorner.com. But you really start to fill out a complete Marvel universe here. And I really like that. I really like the ability to build out these little pockets or these little displays, because instead of having like every X-Men you have out there, but then not wanting to put your Age of Apocalypse, when they give us a more rounded set of characters, it really helps you to build these little pocket displays, I guess, for lack of a better way of saying it, so that you don't have to worry about having two Cyclopses on your shelf. You can have two, because maybe one is from House of X, Powers of X, and one is from the Jim Lee era, and then one is from the 70s. I mean, you can build out those little eras of characters, and this is an example of that. It's a great one for a Walgreens exclusive, because I don't think everybody's going to need one, but yeah. So standard kind of, the newer bodies, not with the reverse ab here, but he's a little bit thinner. He's not as thick. He's much darker than the camera or the pictures are going to show. He is much darker in color, very dark silver, almost kind of charcoalish, but he's got a shine to him. He definitely is metallic. He's not vac metal. He's not like shiny, but he's got a good shine to him. And you can see all the light reflected in his costume, I don't even know if you can call this a costume, in his body, I guess. So he comes with a few things. He comes with closed fists. He comes with open hands or grippy hands. He also comes with his board. Again, darker color. I wish that they could. I think Canna Beams was doing a stand for the surfboard that kind of clicks into here and lets you kind of hold it. But I like it. It's pretty simple, nice. Every Silver Surfer should come with a board. If it doesn't, there's something wrong with the world. You get two pinkish, purplish blast effects, which I can appreciate them. Like, I like them. They didn't fit on the hands as well as they have in the past. So I don't know if these hands are a little bit smaller than these were designed for or what, but they kind of spin a little bit. So it's a little bit of a balancing act with these, but not horrible at all. And then you get Thor's hammer, which I guess Silver Surfer is the last person to hold the hammer, Mjolnir, and in that storyline with Thanos. And the problem is these hands, made for a smaller figure than a Thor figure, cannot really hold this. The handle, even though they just gave us a general Thor hammer that we've seen before, you really can't hold it. I mean, for more than a couple of seconds, because it stretches out that hand and loses the grip. So it doesn't kind of wrap around. And I'll see if I tried it with the left hand, and the right hand's a little more closed. But as you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Put this on there. It holds it, but when you put it on the figure, the weight of the hammer and the size of the handle make this very, very difficult for this figure to hold it. So I get it, right? It's Thor's hammer. It's not going to change size for the character in the Marvel Universe, theoretically. But for this, and I mean, I wouldn't want unproportional hands to be able to do it. And I guess they could have done a smaller handle to make this a little bit better. But yeah, just know it's going to stretch out that hand, and eventually it's just going to fall. And again, it's not necessarily a criticism of it or like a knock against it. It's just kind of one of those things that I noticed as I was posing it. I noticed the hand was starting to stretch a little bit as I was trying to take some of the shots, and the hammer was kind of drooping a little bit. So you are going to run into that because he is a more slender figure. And so you got some good options for poses. He's got a good sideways look for when you put him on the board, and he sits on the board really well in a lot of different poses. So he does not come with surfer hands, though, like the previous one, those flat hands. So you can see he does sit on there pretty well, and you can sort of add the blast effects. Let's see if I can get them on there. That's not bad. So I think he's pretty impressive. I really like him. I'm really happy I picked him up. And what's great about it is, too, this is a Walgreens exclusive, which is usually can be a pretty big nightmare to track down. And not so much here. He went on sale the other day. I thought it was pre-order, and then I took another look thanks to Toy Shiz and a few of my other friends. And turns out he was in stock. And they shipped him within like 3 days, and I got him about 3 days after ordering. So you can see he does look pretty cool right in that board. So there we go. And what we got in the mail today is we finally got our clone troopers, or Ahsoka's clones. So, or her loyal clones. I don't know. I still haven't finished watching like the actual season, but thank you guys for watching. We're probably going to do those guys tomorrow. Happy Valentine's Day. Remember, let your toys breathe. Thank you so much. We're happy to be part of this group that kind of advocates for the freeing of action figures. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Follow us on all social media. We're at Kastor's Corner. Check out the podcast on Apple Podcasts. Cornercast is the name of the podcast. KORNERCAST. And we've got some really good guests and really good shows. I think really good conversations coming up. And we've got a lot more that I've got to book or schedule. We've already booked them. We just have to schedule. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you tomorrow with another review on castorscorner.com.